Hello Sag, this is Teresa from Tarot by T, and I'm getting ready to do your love TarotScope for February. Happy Valentine's Day. And before I do that, I want to ring the bells, call in some good energy and good spirits for this reading. Create some sacred space. And I want to say also thank you all for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for liking the videos. Thank you for your comments. I really appreciate your feedback. And I'm happy that some of these forecasts have been working for you. I'm glad when I hear that the readings have been a help. And if you'd like to have a personal reading, you can just go to my website at tarotbyt.com and we'll get you signed up. Okay, now let us see what does Sagittarius need to know for February about love and relationships. We're having two eclipses this February, one in Leo and one in Pisces. So there will be some beginnings and some possibly endings. We'll see how it goes. What does Sag need to know about their relationships coming up in February? Love and relationships in February. And sometimes, I ask about love, but sometimes career comes up. So every month the energies are different. I just read them as the cards fall. Sometimes we don't always get love. But let's see, what does Sag need to know about love in February? Okay, let's take this one. Let's see what we have. Queen of Pentacles. Three of Swords. King of Pentacles. Chariot. The Ace of Swords. The Nine of Cups. The Ace of Cups. The Nine of Pentacles. The King of Swords and the Eight of Swords. Okay, let us see what's going on. Okay, so you start the month off with the Queen of Pentacles crossed by the Three of Swords. So the Queen of Pentacles can represent someone in your life who could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. But it can also represent qualities within you. So, crossed by the Three of Swords, I feel like you have a lot of talent. But sometimes you don't, you feel a little insecure about your abilities, or you're not as confident as you need to be, as you should be. The Queen of Pentacles is someone who is a very hard worker, very down to earth, and really likes her material things. She works hard for her material things. She likes to be surrounded by beauty and luxury. And so you could be focusing on enhancing your environment in the month of February, where you're purchasing things for the home and you're creating a comfortable environment for yourself. You could be entertaining, because the Queen of Pentacles loves to have people over, loves to cook for friends and socialize, in that way. She's the hostess with the mostest. So you might be doing that. You might be fixing your home up so that you can entertain in February. Also, but with the Three of Swords, sometimes you might have had a falling out with someone, or you feel separated in some way, or there's like a heartache. So it could be that a relationship seems to be breaking up, Or maybe you feel hurt. There's hurt feelings in February. And alternately, you could be just clearing out, evaluating your life and cutting out what no longer serves you. So you might be doing a lot of house cleaning, literally and figuratively, in the month of February, where you're getting rid of things. You're evaluating all your possessions. And you're getting rid of what's no longer serving you. Like, do I really need this in my life? Chuck it. If I don't, chuck it. If I do, keep it. So you're really thinking about possessions, I think. I think that's also, because the Pentacles cards are really focused on possessions and material things. It makes them feel secure. And so I think that could be a theme that's going on in February for you. That you're wondering, what do I need to feel secure? What do I need to feel confident in my abilities? What do I have? Which of my possessions reinforce that feeling of confidence and security? And which of my possessions are a drain on me, or dragging me down, weighting me down? So you could be eliminating the unessential in February. Like I said, you're cleaning house. And that could be literally going through your home and getting rid of junk. Or it could also be in your life. Maybe severing ties with certain relationships that have outlived their usefulness. They just don't fit anymore. So you have a lot of thinking to do in February. You're evaluating. At the same time, you need to have more confidence in who you are. And not be so, you have a lot of talent, and you have to believe in yourself. So don't let anyone else bring you down. Don't let anyone else make you feel insecure. Hold on to your inner strength and your inner worth. That's another message. In the past, you had the King of Pentacles. So you could have been busy in the past dealing with property, dealing with real estate, maybe even trying to start a business, maybe securing funds like a business loan, dealing with people with money, banks, because the King of Pentacles represents someone who deals with money, real estate, land, business. So you're either dealing with someone like that, and that could also be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or you are dealing with the issues represented by this card. So the court cards can represent a person, or they could represent a situation. And sometimes they could even represent qualities within ourselves that we need to develop. But I think that your time has been really busy lately dealing with matters of material things or possessions. Home, possessions, real estate, housing, those kind of things. And maybe in the past, here you have the Chariot. So your energy has been pretty scattered. With the Chariot, you're all over the place. You would like to create a secure home for yourself and financial security. But your energies have been scattered with the Chariot. You've got too many irons in the fire. And the Chariot promises victory. But it promises victory through discipline and focus. So you may have let your emotions get the better of you. And instead of you driving the bus or you leading the horses, they've been pulling you. It's kind of like when you walk a dog who's very alpha and he's on the leash and he's dragging you all over the place. Well, the horses will do that too if you don't know how to control them. And the horses in this card represent your thoughts, your emotions, your animal impulses, your inner, your reactive nature. So you can't be at the mercy of your emotions or at the mercy of your animal nature, your reactivity. You have to be in charge. You have to be in control. So you are learning lessons in leadership over yourself, discipline over your own emotions. Not so much, this isn't so much about controlling others as it is about self-control and learning where to direct your energies, learning to call in your scattered energy and focus like a laser beam on what you really want. Because when you do like jack of all trades kind of thing, you're not making any progress. You got too many irons in the fire. So the lesson in February is focus. Where do I need to focus? What do I need to release because it's no longer serving me? It's not, you have to think return on investment. Where am I spending my energy? And cut away whatever's not essential. If something's not working for you, get rid of it. Don't waste your time on things or people that are not serving you. So then you come into the future where you have the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords and the Nine of Cups and the Ace of Cups. So you've got some new beginnings happening. So if you can do this, cut away, discipline, focus, you can renew your fighting spirit. This is a card that's giving you energy. The Ace of Swords is a card it's actually mental because it's a sword. So it's helping you to focus. You're having a new beginning where you're really focusing in February. What do I want? What's really essential? What's important in my life? Where do I focus my energy? And then you're going to start to focus in February. And so maybe these eclipses, they're going to bring new beginnings. The Leo eclipse will bring a new beginning. It's a new moon. In Sagittarius, let's see, where would that fall? Sagittarius, Capricorn, Pisces, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, or let's say the opposite is Gemini, Cancer, the 9th house. That would fall in your 9th house. Okay, so you have a new beginning that involves higher education, so teaching, learning, travel, long distance travel, religion, philosophy, spirituality. So that's where you're focusing your energy in February. You may teach some classes. You may go back to school and learn something. It doesn't have to be a traditional school. Sometimes it could just be, workshops or whatever. But you're focusing on spreading your wisdom into the world. Publishing. You might do more writing in February, or you'll have opportunities to write. And that's probably where you should focus your energy. So with the eclipses, it may push up your timetable. So you might have had an idea like, I want to do this, but you've been dragging on it. Well, in February, it's like, okay, this opportunity comes, you got to jump. It's like, take it or, lose it. So there are going to be opportunities, but it's going to reignite your passion and reignite your focus, and you're going to be driven in February to achieve a goal. And 9 of Cups, it's the wish fulfillment card. If you put your energy there and you focus, you're going to achieve your wish. You're going to achieve your goal. You're going to be generating that energy that's going to lead to success with the 9 of Cups. So whether it's a relationship, if you're wanting a relationship, or whether it's a career opportunity or a life path decision, you have to put some energy out there. You can't be sitting home waiting for, Prince Charming to come ringing in the doorbell. You have to get out and mingle. You have to say, okay, what kind of a person do I want in my life? What kind of relationship am I looking for? And you have to get out there and make it happen. If it's a life path thing, same thing. You have to put your energy where you want. You have to focus where you want, what you want to achieve. Ace of Cups. Now, these two aces, I'll get to that later. New beginning in love, but it's in your negative thinking sector. So you're doubting that this is possible for you. You're saying, oh, I'm never going to meet anybody. If you're not with someone, you're thinking, there's nobody out there. I'm never going to meet anybody. I'm just going to be alone in my house. And no. Because you have this Nine of Pentacles. You've got, you're going to have the success where you're surrounded by your things, your material possessions, and your beautiful home. And you're going to have this beautiful home and all your possessions, and everything all set up. But, you want someone to share it with. It's not enough. You're going to find out in February it's not enough to have material things, material success. It's not enough to have a home, a roof over my head. I want to have companionship too. I want to have love. And you can have it. You have the Ace of Cups here. But you have to stop thinking negatively. You have to stop shooting yourself in the foot by saying, it'll never happen to me. It happens to everybody else. I'll never find anybody. There's nobody who can be a good match with me. You're too harsh, too hard on yourself. And it's shown here in this King of Swords, in your wish fulfillment. Because I think what you want, you're being too picky about what you want. You have such a rigid idea of the perfect mate that no one could live up to these standards. That's the King of Swords. That's the person who is very discerning about, I want this, I want that, So you might be a little bit too hard on potential lovers. You have to soften a little bit, lighten up a little bit. Show your more compassionate side. Maybe you've been showing the hard side of you, the intellectual side. You've been too stuck in your head. You got to get into the heart. And these two cards are actually time cards. And I'll get to that in a second. But the Eight of Swords, you have a lot of fears. Fear is holding you back. You're afraid to really reach out for what you really want. And you feel trapped. You feel like, oh, I'm stuck in this situation. I can't move out of it. My options are limited. No. That is not true. Freedom is coming this year. It may not happen until later in the year. But you're going to start to see the first inklings of success in February, because this is in the near future, this Nine of Cups. And nines are, you're getting there. You have the potential. And the way that your wish will be fulfilled is usually shown through the Major Arcana card. And that's the Chariot. Stop scattering your energy. Think about what you really want out of all the multitude of things, and focus your energy. And you can achieve it. And it may involve cutting away, getting rid of some stuff. You really have to go through your closet with a fine-tooth comb. Get rid of what no longer serves. It could be things, places, people, even jobs, the work that you do. You have to give it some thought. Really, you have to be discriminating. Like on the one hand, you have to decide what's real from what's not real. That's another thing that the King of Swords represents. Separating the wheat from the chaff. What is it that has value in my life? What is it that's going to give me satisfaction of the Nine of Cups, the wish fulfillment of the Nine of Cups? So I have to be discriminating in a sense to know what to let go of. I have to be discriminating in a sense to know where am I wasting my time and my energy. But I don't have to be harsh about it. I need to soften when it comes to love. And I have to overcome my fear. The fear is the only thing that's holding you back. Maybe you're afraid of judgment. What are people going to think if I do this or that? Or am I going to be accepted? Am I going to fail? These are all of these things. You have the success card. You have the wish fulfillment card here. You can do it. You just have to believe. Faith. So the Ace of Swords. That's a time card for September. I think that's when you're going to really you're going to start to really get fired up and start to make some things happen. You might start things in February. The ball starts rolling in February, but you may not see the results of all your efforts until the fall, until September. And that would fit the eclipses, because when eclipses show up, if you don't see the results within a month, before or after, it could sometimes come 6 months later. So that would be February, March, April, May, June, July, August, the end of the summer, like September. That would fit. Now you have this Ace of Cups. That's another time card. That would be summer, June, July, August. You could connect with an air sign this summer. And the King of Swords can represent, it's someone you know. Someone in your environment who is either a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. This person has harsh energy too. He doesn't seem to have. He's an intellectual. He could be involved with law. He could be an older person, like an authority figure or a boss or a father figure. Someone who's very serious, deep thinker. But someone who's fair. But he's kind of intimidating. He likes to intimidate people with his knowledge and his intellect. It doesn't necessarily have to be an air sign, but the personality is someone who's very serious, takes things very seriously, very likes to debate, likes to argue his point, is concerned with just facts, not emotion. You know, where you may feel that, some people they have a lot of compassion and they let their heart rule their head, not this king. This king is, he's very scientific in his thinking, very rigorous. He's a critical thinker. He does not rely on his heart to make decisions. He relies on his mind. Show me the facts. Prove it to me. That's this guy. Show me the studies. I want to see the references and the citations and all this other stuff. He doesn't believe anything just off the top of his head because it sounds good. He's got to see proof. He's a good debater, good conversationalist, good writer even. Anyway, that could be someone that you could be connecting with in a good way. And it's going to free you. It's going to help you to be free. To embrace love and to embrace success and your talents. To start making things happen for you. So, it starts in February. I think the eclipses are going to help you release some things. They're going to help you in two ways. One, they're going to show you where you need to focus your energy. And two, they're going to show you what you need to let go of. Because let's see, where would Pisces fall in your chart if you had Sagittarius? Sag, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. Okay, that's your home. So there could be some things happening around the home. Maybe you might change your residence or sell some property. Or even just release childhood conditioning. Some things around your that you've been carrying since childhood. Some attitudes or beliefs that have to go. So, you're dealing with, you have to confront the past and release it. You're dealing with issues from the past that are still you're programmed. They're programming you from the past. And you have to get rid of that. Get rid of past conditioning so you can embrace the future and make your wishes come true. With the Nine of Cups, that potential is there. So maybe in the past you didn't feel like you were accepted as a child, or you weren't good enough as a child. You have to drop that. You have to cut that away. Drop that and let it go. Or maybe you felt unloved or unlovable. That has to be released. And you have to expand your horizons. The new beginning happens in the 9th house. That's publishing, that's higher education, teaching, learning, spirituality. So you might be, either you're teaching classes a new beginning where you're teaching, or you are learning some new skills, and connecting with foreigners, connecting with other cultures. And that is great. I mean, Sagittarians love that. They love to travel. They love to connect with anything that's foreign, or, they love to broaden their horizons. So that's what you need to be thinking about. How can I broaden my horizon? How can I get out of the rut that I've been in, and meet new people, and explore other cultures, and learn new customs, and maybe even teach some of my own customs to others. So, and share my wisdom with others. That's what you're going to be doing. That's what you need to focus on. And whatever way that comes together, that's the answer to start in February. And that will lead to a love connection by the summer. Or if not a love connection, definitely a new project. Because our Ace of Cups can be love, because it could also be creativity. Where you're creating something new this summer. Over the summer you might be more creative. And this person's going to have an influence, this King of Swords. He would be a good mentor, a good person to keep your feet on the ground, to give good advice. He could also represent some kind of legal thing that you resolve, and then it sets you free in some way. So February looks good for you. I'm not worried about you, but you do have to cut away some things. You need to realize where you need to sever ties with either limiting beliefs, people who hold you back or hold you down, situations that are holding you down, situations that have outlived their shelf life, whatever. So release what's no longer serving, and put your energies where you're going to have some good return on investment. And that's my forecast for February, Sag. Good luck to you. May your dreams come true. And happy Valentine's. Much love, blessings, and joy for the month of February. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I'll talk to you next month. Thank you.